We're joined by Bailey Banfield following Fremantle's 35-point win over the Crows. Bailey, I think it's fair to say it wasn't the prettiest of games for the first couple of quarters there, but a really strong finish by the boys, and that's a 3-0 start to the season.
Yeah, I think it's probably our most complete game of the year so far, just start to finish. It was a bit of an arm wrestle. We know they're a good side. And it was a grind at time. We didn't take our chances. Our ball movement going inside 50 sometimes wasn't ideal. But we just kept grinding. We were in the arm wrestle the whole time, and I think we just slowly sort of edged them down and wore them down, and that's where we were able to kick one in the last quarter a little bit.
And yeah, we knew Adelaide were coming in 0-2, and we're going to be desperate and really throw everything they had at us. What was that, the sort of mentality going into the game tonight?
Yeah, we know that they're a really good side. They've got a lot of talent. We were more focused on ourselves, just trying to replicate what we can do for a full 4 quarters. We sort of let ourselves down a little bit in patches of games, so trying to put our best foot forward for the full 4 quarters, which I think we did. We had that arm wrestle, and not all games are going to look pretty. We're going to kick 10 straight like we've done the last couple of weeks. So just be able to keep grinding, stay in that arm wrestle, and keep ticking them over, I think is good.
Absolutely, mate. And a couple of goals late in the first half as well to give the lead going into half-time. What was sort of the message from JL?
What was the message at half-time? He just wanted us to trust ourselves, be decisive. I think you saw a really one-on-one defence, and we were able to pick them apart a little bit with our footwork and our ability to hit those kicks in the corridor. And we were really brave with the footy, I think, to keep going for that. So that was real positive. Even the last play of the game, JT takes a strong mark and looks inboard, finds, I think, Jager on that 45. So that sort of sums up how we want to play.
And Michael Walters, who was winding back the clock a little bit out there tonight, had 21 disposals, kicked a couple of goals. What's it sort of like playing with him out there?
Oh, he's a great player. Like, playing with him over the last 7 or 8 years has been an absolute treat. We know what he brings, class in front of goals, and his pressure work as well is what really holds him in good stead. So yeah, he does a mountain of work more than anyone at the club. And today, sometimes as a small forward, the ball just doesn't pull you away. Other days, everything seems to go right, and today it was really important for us with some score involvements as well, and then was able to finish off his own work as well.
And the captain, Alex Pearce, his form has been a highlight so far this season, and again tonight really stood tall, especially early on. How has it been playing with him?
Yeah, when we talk about the arm wrestle and the contest work, he leads the way for us there. Few massive contests, especially early in the game when it was still really tight. Just some of his come forwards, ability to impact the contest, whether it's on the ground or in the air. He's one of the best in the comp, I think, if not the best. So he really sets a tone for us, and he did it again tonight.
And we could have not talked about the fans tonight. Over 50,000 fans in attendance. I think the biggest non-derby crowd ever. What's it sort of like for the boys out there, and what does that mean, having the Purple Army out in force supporting you?
Yeah, looking around at the start of the game, you couldn't see too many empty seats. That really lifts us. When that Freo chant gets going, that's awesome. And I think the club wasn't sure how many fans had come out. Good Friday, it's a bit new for us, Friday night as well. So to have the Freo Army out in absolute force, that's awesome. Hopefully we can keep building on that in coming weeks, because they're a massive advantage for us. Just the noise, the energy. And I think they sort of like those arm wrestle games where nothing's easy. They get really into it, start to sway the umpires a little bit potentially as well, which we love. And yeah, we love their support.
And you personally, mate, the magnet has been thrown around a bit, and you've popped up in a couple of different places and playing really well, I might add. How have you sort of been finding your footy so far this year? You look like you're loving it.
Yeah, really enjoying it. I'm loving getting up the ground a little bit more, playing on the wing, which is a bit new. Feel like I'm able to impact well there. Still learning a bit of the craft and figuring some stuff out, but I think being able to play multiple roles, like first game, played all 3 lines, played wing forward for the last 2, so being able to chop and change and not lose too much. I think sometimes it's going to be hard mentally, chopping and changing between roles, but being able to try to stay mentally engaged in the game and do whatever that role requires of me at that time. I think that's sort of what's held me in good stead so far, so I just look to keep continuing on with that.
And yeah, no, you're looking great out there, mate. And lastly, into gather round next week, Carlton, another undefeated team, big matchup. Must be looking forward to that one.
Yeah, we'll get over to Adelaide, and we've got a bit of a longer trip over there with Port Adelaide the week after as well. So we'll get there, make it a second home for a week or 2, But yeah, every game's a great opportunity. We're really looking forward to Carlton, testing ourselves against the best is why we play footy. So I think we've got the game style, and we've shown over the last couple of years that we can beat the best teams. So just be a matter of bringing our footy. And if we get stuck in that arm wrestle, that's what it is. They play a more free-flowing brand of footy, and it's a bit more momentum swing. So we find ourselves in that situation as well. I think we've got the mental skills and capabilities to be able to play whatever game gets thrown at us.
Congratulations, Banners, and enjoy the night.
Cheers, appreciate it.